What's going on, everyone? Big Bob at Tales of a King. Welcome back. Today we're in Victorville, California. We're going to talk to Steven, check out his shop tattoo image and his 1954 Chevy. You guys stay tuned. King Life.
I consider myself a tattooer. I learned a trade using tools and to perform a job, you know what I mean? And I started off as a piercer at a shop down the hill in Bloomington called Cool Ca. And they kind of got my foot in the door, worked with some really cool guys over there. And I was piercing. I was getting so heavily tattooed that I was thinking, what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, where am I gonna go with this? And you know, the owner pulled me aside and he goes, hey man, why don't you tattoo? And I go, nah, dude, I couldn't tattoo. I just doodle at school and stuff like that. He goes, no, I'm gonna teach you. The rest is history. I've been doing it for 12 years now, and I made a living off of it, be able to support my family with it, you know what I mean? And I'm very fortunate to have like the family that I do that supported me in this industry.
Steven's right now is going to tattoo, man. I'm going to get a crown on. One of the perks, man, of being the host. No, I'm just kidding. But people think I'm blasted. I guess I'm blasted, but I'm not blasted. I got a lot of spots I need to fill in. And we're going to fill in a little spot here on my right arm. I'm going to put a crown. Actually, the crown's going over a tattoo I got. It says one life, one love with some wings and my wife's name in the middle. Shit, I got that before we were married. But that crown will be a perfect spot to go over that tattoo. So you tattoo quite a bit, huh?
Yeah, I've been doing it for a little bit now, 12 years, I think, going on 13. I don't know, some people say it's like humble, but I consider myself a tattooer. I learned a trade using tools and to perform a job, you know what I mean? And I started off as a piercer at a shop down the hill in Bloomington called Cool Ca. And they kind of got my foot in the door, worked with some really cool guys over there. And I was piercing. I was getting so heavily tattooed that I was thinking, what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, where am I gonna go with this? And you know, the owner pulled me aside and he goes, hey man, why don't you tattoo? And I go, nah, dude, I couldn't tattoo. I just doodle at school and stuff like that. And he goes, no, I'm going to teach you. The rest is history. I've been doing it for 12 years now, and I made a living off of it, be able to support my family with it. You know what I mean? And so, I'm very fortunate to have like the family that I do that supported me in this industry. You know what I mean? My dad was a firefighter, so it's like coming from that background, jumping into something that's, you know, a little more outlawish at the time. And now it's cool because it's something that everyone does, you know?
I don't know the percentage, but I'm sure one out of so many people are tattooed, whether it's one, whether it's heavy, whether it's...
For sure, especially up here in the desert. I always tell people that it's almost like you're a rare breed if you don't have a tattoo. You know what I mean? Whether it's on your arm or up top, whatever it might be, you know? There's
5 of us brothers and sisters, and I'm the heavily, but we're all tattooed.
Yeah.
Like all of us have a tattoo, maybe my oldest sister just has one, but she has a tattoo. You know
kind of broke the ice with that. Having cousins and shit, they all had tattoos and stuff. But with me, I kind of broke the ice and started getting heavily tattooed. You know what I mean? And it kind of went from there. So it's been a trip. It's been a trip, and I'm excited. What do you think of this tattoo? What do you think? You like the location, spot?
I think it's perfect. It goes exactly. It's almost like tells a story. Not as much of a story, but it goes perfect with the one that's there.
And see, that's what I like about tattoos too. Like, you have a story with this, you have a meaning behind it and why you're getting it, but you also don't have to. They get all these tattoo shows on and shit, and they're cool. It got tattooing where it is today. But at the same time, it's like one of those things where it's like, you could just get tattooed because it's fucking cool. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to get a tattoo with a meaning. If it has a meaning, that's rad too.
And you know what? Like, this arm has absolutely nothing. It started off like I don't know, Dungeons and Dragons, I guess. Not that I'm into that, but I like the theme. And then turn into fucking, I don't know what it turned into. So like, and then there's people who have like a full blown sternum. That's amazing. And like you said, there's guys that just have pieces because the pieces were cool. And
exactly.
Each is their own.
And I think that's what tattooing always brought to me. I've always been into like the rockabilly scene and skate scene and shit like that. And you got people that got tattooed and they were just getting cool stuff, you know what I mean? Back in the 50s, a lot of dudes came back from war and would get tattooed when they were in port and stuff like that. So it was always like, yes, they had Navy has a ton of history in that with the meaning and stuff. But then like I would see skaters and rockabilly dudes that would just get like tattoos because they were cool. It was like a sign, you know? I wasn't into it. We're gonna get started right now. we'll keep going. I wasn't into tattooing, like, or getting tattooed until like I saw that like raw edge, you know what I mean?
Right,
like it kind of gave it like a raw, like you were like, it was just cool.
Right,
it was cool to be tattooed. So I definitely enjoy it. It's something that's been a piece of what I do.
I'll probably get in trouble for saying this, but whatever. I wanted to put it right here, you guys. A little spot here, but I don't want to cover my face, but I do want to just get on my sideburns, and that's it. I'm too pretty to cover up, you know what I'm saying? So have you done any like straight face or forehead tattoos?
Yeah, you know what? Last night I actually did a tattoo on a client of mine. He wanted his sideburn done, and we did it up, and came out cool. He totally dug it, and he was with it. So yeah, it was a bitchin' little tattoo. He gets a lot of the stuff. I do a lot of American traditional stuff. That's kind of like my itch, you know what I mean? So that's what he got. It's like a little, we call them pinwheel flowers, and he got one of those tattooed on him. And
nice.
So yeah, I do. It's one of those things where I'm like, I always ask them like 150 times if they don't have face tattoos. Are you sure you want this? Like, this shit's fucking for real, man. So
this shit's for real.
Yeah, like it ain't no, you know, I always go back to that scene in Blood In, Blood Out, where, you know, he's like, you can't go back now. Like, this is it. So I kind of feel that same way with face tattoos, you know?
Right.
There's no going back now.
You don't add water to this one. It's on.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely, I'll tattoo whatever comes in. I've been doing it long enough. Being a street shop, I'll tattoo whatever walks through that door, you know what I mean? Yeah. And like I was saying earlier, there was a part of me that was like, no, I'm not gonna do this, and then now I'm full bore because I'm gonna make it, you know, I'm not gonna let him go down the street. And
did the pandemic or whatever, with the COVID thing, did it affect you at all?
You know what, it did. It did at the beginning. I didn't know what was going on, you know what I mean? I was freaking out. So I stayed at home, but my wife and me being the way that we are, we just constantly are trying to hustle.
Right.
So we started making shirts. I actually made the shirt that I'm wearing right now for our shop. And I started painting a lot and doing digital designs and stuff like that I could put on mugs and stuff like that. So we kind of gave the insight to all the people that worked here, and they did the same thing, you know what I mean? They kind of kicked it into high gear for that first 3 months. And then after that, we kind of buckled down and we took the guidelines into consideration and, you know, went full force again. And
awesome.
We're going. I mean, I know a lot of people don't think that we should be open, but it's one of those things now where I'm an underpaid therapist, you know what I mean? Like, I hear stuff from people and I'm like, I shouldn't be hearing this right now. And why am I not getting paid for this? I should have a desk and you should be sitting like, but I look too much of a dirtbag for that. So it's cool because people do, like, they legit have hit me up and they're like, dude, I need to get in there. Like, I need to feel some type of not pain, but something that's gonna tell me that I'm real, you know what I mean? Something that's gonna be able to let me sit down and talk to you like me and you are talking right now, and have a normal conversation and shit like that. So it was kind of bad. And then we had there was a tattooer, super rad, in Santa Ana. He owns a shop down there, and he actually filed a lawsuit for California tattooers to be open. We're sanitary, you know what I mean? We all go through our bloodborne pathogens every year. We make sure to do everything by the book. I'm pretty on top of being by the book. I don't do no house stuff, you know what I mean? So
you're trying to be, you are legit as legit can be. So if they came, you'd be like, here's my book, here's everything.
Yep. And so for me, it's like one of those things where I feel that we should be good to go, you know?
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it did hurt us at the beginning. I mean, small businesses right now, unfortunately, are crumbling, you know, and we got to do what we can to support them.
Right, sure.
And we're a small business up here in the desert, and we're trying to do our thing. And, you know, the guys here need to eat and pay for their families and stuff. We're a very family-oriented shop, so it's like I want my dudes to get taken care of too, you know?
Right.
So
And is it appointment only, right?
Yeah, we're appointment only right now. We don't do walk-ins. Piercing, everything's appointment only. So that's how we're running it for right now. I mean, back before the pandemic, like I said, we're a street shop, so we were open walk-ins, take anything that walked through that door, you know. But now it's a little bit different now, but at least we're able to do what we got to do.
So if you guys are watching, man, you want to hit up Steven. It's appointment only. Like always. Once again, his info and all that will be down below, and all that. And you guys can DM him, call him, whatever, the shop, and get in and get tattooed. So what else we got left on this thing?
We're just gonna pack some white in it, and get those little diamonds and stuff to pop a little more.
Is there something about the white that some people's skin don't like?
You know what it is it's not necessarily people don't like it. I know that a lot of people say white hurts, and I'm gonna break it down for some people. It's not that the white hurts, it's because you just went through hell and now we're gonna just put you through more. Yeah. That's why the white hurts.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so for anyone that asks and they tell people, oh, white hurts more. No, it's just, we put you through enough and now we're gonna put you through more.
The spot actually isn't very bad. I don't remember what it's like, but it's actually not bad at all. It's just all day.
Yeah, it's a pretty comfortable spot. You know, once you've had your neck done, your stomach and shit like that, it's like a whole nother ball game.
So how many tattoos do you think you do a day? Or does it vary?
You know what, during the week I try to do 1 or 2 appointments. I tattoo pretty fast, so I try to do 1 or 2 appointments during the week, and then weekends I'll try to knock out 3 if I can. And it just depends, you know.
Right.
It's kind of like one of those things where you never know what people are gonna, how they're gonna react, you know.
Yeah.
You're pretty much done. We'll wipe this thing down and see what we got.
Hell yeah. So there it is, man. We just finished up. Got my crown tattoo that my wife will let me put on my face. I'm just kidding. But hey, when we finish up here, you want to check out the shop and check out your car?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome.
Let's check it all
out. Guys,
out.
stay tuned, man. Yeah, dude. So Steven, when you got this from Big Ed, was this the style? Did you put your own spin on it?
So I did. I kind of put my own spin on it. When Ed had it, it was a street shop still. I still wanted the same vibe, but I added a lot more traditional stuff, being that's what I kind of gravitate towards, you know, with being in the rockabilly scene and stuff like that.
And a lot of the flash is a flash from your artist, right?
Yeah, so we got hand-painted artwork from me, Ian, Ricky does a lot of digital stuff. He did some of that. So yeah, it's artists that have worked here. It's artists that have come guest spot here.
Nice.
My boy Zach from Arizona came out here and he gave me a bunch of flash and stuff to put up, and he works at Immaculate out there. It's super rad shop.
Yeah.
So
what's the deal with this? This thing is huge. What's the deal with this piece?
So this is my boy Josh. When originally me and him started tattooing at the same time, and it's funny because I started in a shop and he kind of just did it out of his house. He's an amazing artist.
Right.
He unfortunately passed away
in
2016, and this is one of the hand-painted pieces that I was able to get from him. And it's funny because he told me he gave me this and a couple pieces on the front, and he goes, hey, I'll give you more, but you need to paint me some to get me back in the groove of painting.
Right.
And about 2 weeks after that, he passed away.
Oh, wow, sorry.
And thank you. So yeah, it's kind of, you know, I got the plaque made at the bottom just in honor of him. You know what I mean? He was a badass artist. So.
And that's hand painted, you guys. You guys just saw that's hand painted with hands.
Yeah, you don't get that. You don't get that anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
which is cool. I get the evolution of iPads, stuff like that. It's faster.
Of course.
But it's still amazing when you see skill like that.
Yeah, it's awesome. And me and Ian get in here, and like I said, we got a bunch of split sheets. Ian has some stuff over here that he did on his own, and I know, like I said, Ricky does the digital stuff. But then me and Ian have been doing a lot of hand painting. And Ricky, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him there. He's gonna get that
Ricky,
hand painting.
Coming for you.
Yes.
Oh, you know, Ricky. Now, what's back here? Is this where the magic happens?
This is where my wife's specialty, magic, everything in one, the backbone of this shop.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Behind the scenes, this is her studio. where all the microblading and all that stuff
Wipe your
goes
feet.
down. Yeah. So
Wow.
this is hers.
This is amazing.
She's got 3 beds set up in here to do her microblading stuff. So any ladies out there that are interested, she's killing it. She's killing it up here in the desert. I'm super proud of her. So she kind of got her little thing going. It's called the beauty layer. It's got that kind of black pink.
And is she on social media?
She is.
It's all linked out on the bottom of you guys too. And again, this is actually part of the tattoo shop. So when you walk through, if you're interested, you'll walk straight to the back, or I'm sure they'll direct you in the front. But yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, and this is kind of like her little cave, you know what I mean? That's why it's the layer, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She's got her own little space to do her thing with her clients. And yeah, she built this kind of on her own. She kind of did it up, had her image, and this is what it is.
This is awesome.
Yeah, we have a piercer. Her name's Becca. This is her room. Pretty cool setup in here. We kept it real clean, smooth, black and white. Have a bunch of like historical pictures of piercing and stuff like that. And she's another one up here in the desert, man. She's doing her thing. So
Well, Becca's actually pierced my nose twice. Just for some reason, my nose doesn't want to take, so I'm done.
Yeah,
I give my daughters, my wife.
it happens. It happens. Piercings are a tricky thing, and she's very good at what she does. But
Awesome.
It's the body too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, this is her little piece of the
Julio, I
planet.
want to get those nipples. Get that shot. That's all my nipples to look like. I'm just kidding. All right, dude, let's go check out your car, bro.
Sweet, let's do it.
Hey, Steven, dude. So this car is sick, right?
Thank you, thank you.
Now, I remember you telling the story before we talk about go into the car, the detail. Tell the story again. How fast you guys put it together for the show that you won.
So basically what happened was this is like a year build. It's like strict year, which for a car at this caliber, I guess, or finished work is pretty quick. And it was like crunch time at the end, but we needed it to be at Huffarama 2019.
Okay.
So that for us, we just had to go.
Right,
so
right.
it was like one stop after another. Got chopped, and then paint, interior, just boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? So we had to get the ball rolling to get it going, and it's done pretty good.
You finished? Didn't you say you finished the night before, a couple nights before the show?
Yeah, we were polishing the car like crazy right before the show. I was up until, I mean, I had to be in line to get there at 5, and I was probably up till 3, just jamming on the car, making sure it's
dedication.
clean.
All right. So what are some of your favorite things on your car, man?
So I've owned this car for 15 years.
Wow.
It's been through so many different changes. It's my first car. I learned how to drive in it. So we switched out the drivetrain. It's got a 350 trans, Camaro rear end in it. We did the chop, custom Paul up in Salinas. Did the chop for me. He did a bitchin' job.
Yeah, that's clean, man.
Yeah, he put a 48 rear window in it. Super minimal chop. We kind of kept the car pretty sound to stock.
Right. Yeah, you don't. I was gonna say you don't have a lot going on, but at the same time, it doesn't need a lot going on. The car speaks for itself.
And I think that's what a lot of people get crazy at these days is they go a little bit overboard.
Right.
Where my thing and the club that I'm in, it's more of a simple, like keep stuff simple. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we went that route and. Just adding little touches. These headlight bezels that I have on it, that's something that you could have bought back in the 50s out of a catalog.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just bolt-on, so nothing custom.
It's really nothing new that couldn't be done before.
We put a Oldsmobile steering wheel in it, and it's a 51, 52 old steering wheel. I molded in the compass, and that's why it gave it the name Travlin Blues. So it's got a molded Rocket 88 compass in it. And little things. We took the molding. This molding's for the front, so instead of having it in the front, we just pushed it to the back. We put these off a Pontiac.
Oh, you got shaved doors.
Shaved doors.
I love that look, man.
Yeah. So everything on this car is supposed to look like what I wanted was a kid that got his dad's car in high school and built a custom out of it back around 1956.
Right.
So that's kind of what we went with. The interior, the cloth inlay is wool, Hudson, 54 Hudson, old stock. Yeah, and then we shaved it, peaked it. put skirts on it, some wide whites, and call it a day. I hop in this thing. This is a driver too. You'll never see this thing on a trailer unless I broke down. So we drove it to Temecula back in August. Me and some of the guys up here, and yeah, so we're just kind of trying to bring back, I guess, the nostalgic of what it was back in the day.
No, he says a driver. I cruise 7th Street quite a bit, and I see this car here a lot, guys. So he ain't lying.
Yeah, you'll see chips in it and imperfections, and that's just because it's a runner. It's ready to go. I got seatbelts in the back for my kids to go in it. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So,
Steve, well, we appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Dude, thanks. I
you
appreciate
guys,
it.
thank you for tuning in to another episode of Tales of a King. We're gonna hop in the 54. We're gonna get out of here. You guys stay blessed. Stay tuned. King life.